Good afternoon. Let's take a look at the eligibilities and the exam pattern for IBPS PO 2025 exam. What is the age criteria? A lot of inquiries we get. Students call and ask, sir, is my age eligible? At my age, am I eligible? Okay, let me clarify. Minimum you should be 20 years of age and the maximum age limit is 30 years to attend this IBPS probationary officer exam. Relaxation in upper age limit is applicable for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes for 5 years. Other backward classes, non-creamy layer, relaxation is available for 3 years. So, this age of 20 years and maximum 30 years is applicable for general category candidates and EWS candidates. Let's look at the educational qualifications. A graduation degree in any discipline from a recognized university is the eligibility norm. Please note there is no marks specified here. So if you have passed a graduation exam which is recognized by the central government, you are eligible to apply for the PO exam. Candidate must possess a valid mark sheet and degree certificate on the day of registration. So registration will open sometime around September. By that time you should have your final mark sheet and your degree certificate. So this is the educational norm. Another important norm, eligibility condition is credit history. Please note you should not have any defaults on any banks. If you have it, you should clear it. Otherwise, you cannot participate in the IBPS PO exam. You have to get a no objection certificate from banks where you have defaulted. Please note, bank probationary exam is for recruitment into banks. So there is a lot of credit discipline which is expected from the candidates. So please note there will be no deviation on this. Your credit history has to be very good. You should not have any defaults on any of your loans. Now let's go to the structure of the IBPS probationary officer exam. This exam and the selection procedure consists of 3 steps. First is a preliminary examination which is an online objective test. Next comes a main examination which is again an online descriptive and objective test. And the final portion is the interview. So candidates who are selected in the main examination will be called for the interview. Now let's look at in detail about the preliminary exam. As I informed you, this is an online exam. Please note there will be no OMR sheets, no physical sheets will be given. This will be clearly an online computer based test. And it will be an objective test. English language 30 marks for 30 questions. Of course, it will be in English and time allocated is 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, you have to attempt 30 questions. Quantitative aptitude, again 35 questions for 35 marks, that is 1 mark for each question. This will be in either English or Hindi, but predominantly our students are in the English medium, so we have mentioned only English, but this can be in English and Hindi medium. Time allocated for the quantitative aptitude test is 20 minutes again. Reasoning ability, again 35 questions and 35 marks, 1 mark for each question. Again, this can be either in English and Hindi. People who want to attempt in Hindi can do it, but predominantly our students are attempting in English, so we have mentioned English. Time allocated for this test is again 20 minutes. So the total time allocated for the preliminary exam is 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. Number of questions is 100, number of marks is 100. Now let's look at the main examination, which is a combination of objective and descriptive type questions. Reasoning and computer aptitude, 45 questions are available for 60 marks, which means, please note, there are questions which will have more than 1 mark. Please note that. 45 questions for 60 marks. Medium of examination will be English. Time allocated for each test, which is separately timed. Again, this is an important point which you all have to note. Each section has a separate timer. You will have to complete the section within this time period. So some candidates ask us, sir, overall time allotted is 3 hours. Can I have, reasoning and computer aptitude for 90 minutes and then I can cover the others quickly? No. This question, this portion or this subject will stop in 60 minutes. After that you cannot attempt it. So you will have to complete it within 60 minutes. General economy and banking awareness, 40 questions for 40 marks. Time allotted is 35 minutes. English language, 35 questions. Marks is 40 marks. So there are some questions which will have more than a mark. Again, 40 minutes it has to be completed. Data analysis and interpretation, 35 questions for 60 marks. See the high weightage you get in data analysis and reasoning and computer aptitude. A very important. Data analysis interpretation has to be completed in 45 minutes. Total 155 questions for 200 marks. Time allotted is 3 hours. This is for the objective portion. Then you have an English language, letter writing and essay portion, which will carry 2 questions and 25 marks. Please note, such high weightage is available for 30 minutes. So this test is for 30 minutes. Again, this will be computer based only. There will be no pen and paper tests which are available. Now let's get into the details. As I said, all these tests are online tests. Okay, so you will have to practice online. This is where TestWizard is of great benefit to you. We know a lot of candidates who practice in traditional institutes with pen and paper. Please note, please understand, attempting an online test in pen and paper is very different. You must have real life experience. The time schedules are maintained online. That is where TestWizard helps you. We have exactly the same pattern of tests that IBPS prescribes. So you will have real world test, you will have absolute mock test which is exactly on IBPS pattern, and that will be greatly helpful for you in your exam preparation. Please note this. Apart from our curriculum, apart from our teaching methodology, the online mock tests that we conduct are of great benefit to the candidates. Candidates have to qualify in each of the 3 tests by securing minimum cutoff marks to be decided by IBPS. So every section that we gave, you have to qualify. For example, in the preliminary examination, there will be a minimum cutoff for English language which you have to attain. Same in quantitative aptitude, there will be a minimum cutoff that IBPS will fix. You will have to pass it. Similarly, for each section of test, every section you will have to pass. You cannot say, sir, I can score low marks in English, I don't care, but I will cover it up in quantitative aptitude. Sorry, that's not possible. You have to score minimum cutoff marks in each of the sections. Descriptive paper will be evaluated by an automated scoring mechanism. Please note, descriptive test is very essential. 25 marks is given to it. Essay and letter writing. Again, big advantage for TestWizard is we have the same pattern. You can write descriptive tests on TestWizard and we evaluate you on that. We will give you online scores. Please note, wrong answers will have penalty. Penalty for wrong answer will be 1/4 of the right marks. So if a question carries 1 mark, you will have a negative of 0.25. But if a question is carrying 2 marks, you will have a negative of half a mark. Please note, negative marking is 1/4 of the correct answer score. Marks obtained in the online examination will be considered marks obtained in the online main examination will be considered for shortlisting for interview. So please note, the preliminary exam, the first exam that you take is a qualifying exam only. So however high scores you score there, that will not be taken into the final rank list calculation. Rank list will be calculated only basis your main examination score and your interview scores. Candidates who have been shortlisted for the online mail examination will be called for interview by the participating banks. So typically there will be 8 or 10 or 11 participating banks. There will be about 3,000 to 4,000 or even 5,000 vacancies. Those list has not yet come. But basis the eligibility and the structure of these examinations, we need to start preparing now. TestWizard is starting its IBPS PO course by June 5th. So please log into www.testwizard.in, get into the IBPS PO test page, and please register there. The course fee is only rupees 20,000. This will be of great benefit to you. Thank you.